Gays and lesbians in Jamaica live in a state of constant fear. We live knowing that the probability of us being killed is very high.
Dwayne Jones was a transgender youth who was chased out of home at about 14 years old. He was killed because he was at a party, he was dressed in female wear, and someone at the party outed him.
This was at a street dance with about 300 people, and it appeared that no one attempted to intervene as they ran him down, stabbed him, shot him 3 times, and then ran over him with a car and left him to die on the side of the road.
How does it reflect on society when you have a 16-year-old kid that's being so brutally murdered and nothing happens, no consequence? When I was in Jamaica and I interviewed over 77 LGBT people, the one thing that we heard time and time again was about how they were not accepted by society. Kids as young as 12 years of age being kicked out of their homes.
I was beaten by 6 guys along with my brother and my mother in Spanish Town, where I had to run and pack my things and leave from that community. That's how I ended up here.
I have been following the homeless LGBT youth who live in storm drains. For these youth, it means that they have shown signs of behavior that is outside of the heterosexual norms. That may mean that they are bullied at home, at school, or bullied within their families. Sometimes communities threaten to beat the gay youth, presumably to beat the gayness out of him. And the threat can be escalated to threats of death or threats of burning down the home in which the youth lives. These persons feel that there is nowhere to go.
Homosexuality is not necessarily illegal in Jamaica. However, Jamaica does have the buggery laws on its books. The buggery laws are very old laws that come from when Jamaica was under British rule. While it doesn't outlaw homosexuality, it does outlaw anal sex between men. But the interpretation by different government agencies, including the police, fuels homophobia.
There have been too many cases in which persons who have attacked members of the LGBT community have not been charged, let alone convicted.
I was beaten up by 4 police officers in a pharmacy in Kingston in front of over 200 people. I went to live in hiding. One day I was stuck in traffic and a man walked across from a parked car on the other side of the road, and he came across and said to me, he said, "We'll find you and we're going to kill you." That was a life-changing moment. I didn't go back home.
People are leaving Jamaica because they fear for their lives. They don't feel safe at home in Jamaica. And they're moving to countries like Canada to find safety.
The reason I left Jamaica is because I was kicked out of the closet, so I had to flee the country that I was born in to seek refuge in a country where I am fully accepted for my sexual orientation.
I worry every day about the LGBT people in Jamaica. I worry every day. I get phone calls, I got emails, I get letters asking me for help. My life is in danger back home. Can you help?
No one deserves to be hunted and chased out of their homeland. And I think it's supported by our government in the fact that they don't do anything. Why we just can't be allowed to be who we are and treated with the respect and dignity that we deserve.